that someone is there. You keep on, pass me the unga, pass me the chips, pass me. No. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sonia. Welcome back to Sonia KE. If you haven't subscribed, kindly please do. I just want to share a few tips today. Now that it's the festive season and people are traveling, I wanted to share a few tips on how to travel with kids, how to travel with a toddler, how to travel with somebody else, if you're a parent or if you're a mother, so that we stop making traveling so cringeworthy. Yeah? Tip number 1. Preparation. Preparation is key. Preparing the kids. Tip number 1 is preparation of the kids. Preparing the kids you're with. Number 1 is, if you're traveling to an area that is new to the kids, number 1, you need to make sure that they get the vaccinations and the medicines that they need to take before, anti-malarials and so on. You need to do this a day before, so that you have a full day of watching the reactions of the kids. Don't give them anti-malaria on the day of the travel. And the advice is that please give them so that you don't have issues when you get there. You have a nice vacation and a nice stay wherever you are going to be. So number 1, just make sure that you prepare the kids well. Make sure you give them the vaccination they need. If they need to take the anti-malarials a day before, monitor them, make sure that they're okay. If there's a reaction with the medicine, at least you take care of that beforehand. Number 2 is book early. There's some drama that I see that is not nice. There's a time I was traveling, and the translate place at in Nairobi in Afya Center. In the morning, it was not yet even maybe very early, like 6 a.m. in the morning. This mother was trying to get a seat, and she was holding the hand of like a 5-year-old boy, and she couldn't let go of the boy's hand because she's afraid of losing the boy. And number 2, it was a stampede. There were people were fighting for the vehicle. So you imagine the men and everyone is fighting for this small door to go in. This mother wouldn't let go of the hand of this kid. So the people at the back are stepping on the kid. The kid is crying. The kid is shouting. Book early, please. Make your reservations early. Make sure that even if it's a flight or whatever, you know how you're going to get there early enough. It saves you and the child and the pressure and the stress of the D-Day. Yeah, so after booking early, buy snacks. Don't be the kind of person who wants to buy everything on the window. Everything you want to buy. No. Buy snacks so that it also helps with your budgeting on how much you need to spend. Spend the money you need to spend on snacks early. If it's a soda, buy maybe 2 bottles and 2 bottles of water, so that they're well hydrated in the process. That's the other thing that you have to make sure you do. They're preparing the kids. Make sure they're hydrated. Drink water the night before. It helps, especially with headaches. They're going to be in motion all through, especially toddlers. Let them drink a lot of water the night before so that they can get to susu, so that on that day they're well hydrated. So even if you need to add something, it's just a little. Buy the crepes and all the snacks you need. Buy them, have them with you ready. So when you're traveling, you bought them at a recognized place. There's nothing worse than buying things on the road, then the water is spiked. The drinks are spiked. Don't think it's sealed. No, they can reseal it and do funny things to it. Other than that, there's also these waters that are packed on the road that you don't know where the source of the water was from. So yeah, buy your things early. Go to the supermarket, do your shopping, buy early. Number 3 is dress code. Under preparation still is dress code. How do you dress your children when they're traveling? Can you try to dress them in an all-weather kind of way? I know from Kenya, I wouldn't say that the weather fluctuates so much over the journey, but again, you don't want kids who are cold and then in the middle of the road, that's when you're going for your bag up there, you want to remove a sweater from a moving vehicle. Get them to wear maybe a top inside and like a long sleeved shirt or something, and a sweater that is all weather, not very hot, not very cold. I also avoid these very, very, very big jackets. I know you're traveling and it might be cold, but the big jackets are not necessary, especially if they're going to have to remove them along the way. Then you put them, where do you put them? And what if you're sharing the seat with somebody else? You become the nuisance who, you have the kid, you have everything, locked in. The other tip when booking is, if you're booking more than one seat, try to book seats that are together so that you have your family in one place, yeah? You have your family in one place, not that someone is there. You keep on, pass me the unga, pass me the chips, pass me. No, try to book seats that are together if you're traveling with kids. It's not easy, but when you go to the booking office or some of the online books allows you to choose seats if you can. It's a good tip to make sure that you guys are sitting together. Don't overdress them again. Then they have to, this is for me, even when I'm working with the kids, I tell them, if you wear that sweater, you're going to be the one carrying it. Yeah, you need your attention on the kid, not on everything else but the kids. Yeah, so make sure that they're well dressed, book early, have your snacks ready. If they need medicine, give them the medicines early. That's on preparation. Some of the few things that you can do to prepare, but on your own way, check on the things that you need to do for good preparation so that you are well prepared for the journey ahead. Some of these things, we know them from January that you're going to be traveling. Even saving is one of them. Yeah, number 2 on my tips for today on how to travel or how to travel with the kids. Number 2 is prepare yourself. If you're driving, sleep the 8 hours that you need to sleep. Even if you're not driving, if you're traveling with kids, you need the energy, you need the strength to be able to hold them together. You can't do that if you're not well rested. Sleep early, get your enough sleep. You also need to get a lot of water. You also need to eat well if you need to eat well, so that people go to the toilet and poop before they leave. You don't go eating on the road because you didn't eat well last night. You eat well on the night before. You wake up early. Make sure everybody goes to the loo. Everybody has to go to the loo. We give you your 10 minutes in the loo if you need them before you leave, so you don't stop the bus on the road. So you get the enough sleep. Make sure you also eat. Make sure you go to the toilet, so you're not the one who's stopping the vehicle. Imagine if you tell the driver to stop the vehicle, you're going to go for a short call or for a long call, or you're unahara. You also need to watch the things you're eating during that time before traveling. Yeah, get help, the help you need. As I said, that traveling is a planning thing. You need to have planned financially for it. So maybe planning for an extra person, a house help, a brother, a cousin who can help you with the kids during the journey is important. Especially if you have a toddler and you have others, you need to be carrying the toddler. When they're going to the loo, you need someone to hold the hands of the other one. But if you don't have, as a mother, you juggle these things, we make it work. But it's important that you budget for somebody else, just for your own sake. Then number 3, and the final one on how to travel safely during this festive season, is travel light. I've alluded to it. My God, you have to travel light. Avoid school bags. I said it. School bags are for school. They're not for traveling. If you have to travel in a school bag, if they have to put their things, then I think you need to think twice. Imagine each kid carrying their own things in their own school bags. How many luggages are those? Because when you're traveling with kids, you consolidate it as a family thing. Not everybody with their own bag. Avoid that unless you really have to. What I do is get one big suitcase, one big bag, one big thing, and avoid these Nigerian bags because they get torn. Yeah, imagine that embarrassment of choop, it's torn. I'd rather you use a real gunia. It's just about arriving safely. It's not about the gist and the beauty along the way. But it would be sad if you're arriving in Ushago in Gunia, It wouldn't be so nice. So just get yourself a nice big suitcase. Pack everything for all the kids in that one suitcase. And maybe have an extra one for yourself, or also put yours in there. You'll separate them or ukombele. But make sure that handling one bag is easier. Even in terms of which boot is it in. Iko kwa hii boot. When you're removing this, you know how to come out of that baggage. Imagine having this bag, but that thing is annoying. Even at the point of boarding a matatu to town before you go getting your bus to Shags. Yeah, get one big. Tip number 3: travel light. Traveling light means that keep your luggages to the minimum possible. If it's a good practice, you just get one big bag. Pack your things inside and send it if you need to send it ahead, because in Kenya that's it's even cheaper to have someone, because imagine having a big luggage and you have kids. It means that you'll need someone in town to, those mkokoteni people, they take 200 shillings or so from one place to another. It doesn't matter the distance. Sometimes they may take even more, especially this festive season. So maybe just getting a big bag, packing the things you need, your things, the kids' things, and everything in one bag, and sending them home as a luggage. Getting someone to pick them and take them to the house might be cheaper than walking around with that big bag. Yeah, but the big bag is safer. Even if you have to have it with you, it means that you know which boot it's in, you know who's handling it. Yeah, so traveling safe means that you also need to just make sure that you traveling light. Don't have too many things in your hands. Don't have those uhuru bags, no. Yeah. If it's the snacks and you need to carry an extra thing, get that kagunia thing that comes from the supermarket, put everything in there and just travel with that. Make sure that you're not a nuisance to the person sitting next to you if you're doing more than one seat, or if you're sitting with somebody else. Yeah, I don't need to be sitting here very comfortable in my seat that I paid for, and you're there with your bag, with your big jacket, with your what. You know, let's make motherhood beautiful. Let's make motherhood more fun and more interesting. Let someone sitting next to you want to be a mother, not the person I was sitting next to, the kids are smelling. I don't know what I've had that experience. Yeah, so just make sure that you make it clean, neat, perfect, ready to go. Preparation is key. Again, traveling light. As a final thing, you don't need the school bags. We don't need you with school bags when you're traveling. Those are for school. I said it. Make sure if it's a bag, just make sure you have one bag for all the kids. Don't have all the kids with bags. Unless, you know that when they're flying to a place, my girls love having their own things for pulling. That's a different case than, this person is carrying a bag, it's weighing them back, and the other bag, and the other bag, and the other bag. No, avoid too many bags, no. Just one is enough. Too many small things. One will get lost somewhere. One will be forgotten somewhere. Just one big one. If possible, send it early. If you can't send it early, traveling with it is much easier, because you can even monitor it. You know which kite is in boot, what. Yeah, so that you have a safe trip home and come back also safely. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for listening to me up to this end. What I can say is, if you haven't subscribed, kindly please do. It means a lot to me, to support me, to help me continue making short videos and just tips and sharing my journey and sharing all these things with you guys. I'm looking forward to a good December. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and enjoy. Subscribe.